Hello and welcome to Theater 131. My name is Professor Wallace. This is a course that I've taught for many years, but this is the very first time I've ever taught it online, so I'm excited to do that for the first time with you this semester. The course, as the name implies, is Introduction to Theater, or you could call it Theater Appreciation. The idea is that wherever you are right now, at the end of the course, you will understand and appreciate theater a little bit more than you do right now. Some of you have no experience going to plays or know very little about theater. There may be some taking the class who've seen a lot of plays, or maybe even some who've been in plays and been involved in that way. But whatever your level is, you'll be able to know a little bit more about it and hopefully appreciate it more when we're done. Now, we're going to talk about theater really thinking mainly about performance. You may have read plays in classes for English classes or Shakespeare plays or something like that. But that's not the way we're going to focus on theater as if it's really literature. Now, we are going to read some plays. We're going to read a handful of plays and talk about them. But as we read those plays, we're going to think of them as a plan for a performance, not primarily a text like a novel or a short story or a poem. So when we read these plays and talk about them, we're going to say, well, how would this have been performed? How would the actors move around in the space? Was it written in a particular way so that certain things could be done in a performance? It's less about plot and theme and character analysis and that kind of thing, and more about how is it actually done. Theater is about live performance, and that's why I really like it. It's not like a movie, which I also like movies, but movies are not about a live interaction. They're about watching patterns of light on a screen to tell us a story. Theater does tell us a story, but it's as much about being in the presence of other human beings who are moving around in space and time. So that's the way we're going to think about theater. We are going to learn about the people who do theater: actors, directors, playwrights, designers, audience. And we're going to talk about what each one of those does and what their roles are. We're going to also really focus on theatrical style. That is, how a play is put on. We'll look at a script and think about genre in the script, but then we're going to think about when the play is performed, what style is going to be used. We're going to talk about a number of styles. So that's the way I really want you to even now start thinking about theater, is it's a plan for a performance. In the same way that a piece of music is not meant to just be looked at and read. Even someone who can read music, as maybe some of you can, would not think that looking at a piece of sheet music and reading it is the same thing as hearing it being performed. So it's really the same way with a play. Reading it is okay, but you need to understand that the real point of it is to be performed in front of a live audience, and that's what we're really going to focus on. Toward that end, as a part of a basic requirement for this course, you're going to be required to find and attend a couple of live theatrical productions. Now, those can be in a variety of different kinds of theaters. There's a lot more information about this in the specific assignments, but just be thinking about that at some point you're going to need to find and attend 2 plays, and you're going to write a short response paper about them as well. There's a lot of things we're going to cover in the course. You can read about me in the introduction sections, the course contact section. There's more to say, but for this introductory video, I just want to welcome you to look around Blackboard and at the weekly assignments as we get going. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to working with you.